Hey YouTubers, Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel. Guys, I posted a video here. American housing price to increase 40 to 100% in price. Housing is going to double in price. Well, most places you're going to see housing double pretty much very fast. This is going to happen very fast. You guys pay very close attention to what I have to say, okay? This is not your 2008 build-up anymore. 2008 build-up, you could take it and sweep it under the rug. And if anybody later on down the road starts posting this on their housing discussion, go ahead and send a link to this video because I'm telling it how it is right now. And I've been following the housing patterns, graphs, the macro, the employment levels right across the Commonwealth. I've been focused on specific areas in Australia. I've been focused on very specific areas in New Zealand, not just the most expensive areas. I've went to places where property was like literally $140,000 for a house, and now it's at $400,000 for a house. And I've been following this very closely across the UK. The UK has more food banks now than they have Subway sandwiches and McDonald's put together. So this is a big deal, America. Now, I need you guys to pay very close attention to what I'm going to tell you, okay? You're going to see even a bigger mass exodus. Today is November the 6th, 2020. So I'm going to hold to the fact that I'm going to stick to my guns on this. You're going to see massive increase next year. You're going to see cities go up 40% and 100% in price, okay? There's a lot of people that are leaving the major cities that are paying double already in other places. So today we're going to look at, so this is the video here I posted yesterday. You want to see this video because this will happen and then other places will start picking up on this. But I've got the experience across the Commonwealth and now America is the final piece. So here it is. LVR. Woo! Reports shows Southern Nevada home prices rising, demand exceeding supply. Again, they're going to play the supply versus demand. They did it in London, England, Vancouver, BC, Toronto, Canada, Melbourne, Australia, Sydney, Australia. Heck, they did it in Perth, Australia 10 years ago. They've done it everywhere. It's the supply versus demand game is coming to America. Now, with everybody exodusing California, Oregon, Washington State, Illinois, Massachusetts, New York State, mass exodus into other regions of affordability. We call them housing affordability migrants, I'm a housing affordability migrant. I left the city of Vancouver. I wasn't going to pay $2.4 million for a house that I could buy in Houston for about 50 grand. The same house, tear down, built in 1910 with no land. So there's no point, right? So there's no bang for the buck and it's too expensive. Now this is happening in America and it's going to happen fast. Watch this, guys. Pay attention to this article. Or this story.
Prices of homes are on the rise here in Las Vegas amid a housing shortage. This is all according to Las Vegas realtors. LVR says the median home price of a single-family home sold in Southern Nevada in October was $340,000. That's up more than 10% from the...
So yes, that's only a 10% increase, but watch what's going to happen through the year. Watch what's going to happen in 2021. I promise you guys to keep your eye on this because this is going to be very serious.
Same time last year.
So this is this is not normal. Usually you get a 1.8, 2.5, maybe a 4%, you know, depending on how hot an area is, how far it is from the downtown or the capital or whatnot. It changes, right? So here, let's go down here. So here it goes. A report released Friday by the Las Vegas realtors show local home prices rising while the housing supply keeps shrinking. Putting the local housing market in an unusual position of looking a lot like the rest of the country. The LVR, formerly known as the Greater Las Vegas Association, reported that the median price of existing single-family homes in Southern Nevada through the multiple listing services during October was $340,000. Southern Las Vegas tipping point would be $391,000. I did a little bit of research in the back end for you guys. I don't show graphs and go over boards. I did a little bit of, it's about 391,000 will be the tipping point. Oregon was 407,000, the tipping point where you start to see people move out because of affordability levels. Nevada still has a ways to go. Once the median house price in Southern Nevada reaches about 391, 394, then you'll start seeing people moving further east, that either Texas or Alabama or other parts of the country, right? That's up 10.8% from 307,000 during the same month last year and marks another all-time price record. Local condos and townhomes sold for the median price of 186,000. Wow. 186,000 for a condo. Okay, so this is becoming exactly like Vancouver. So the city of Vancouver, Toronto, all the same. That's what the median price is, about 186. Right now, you can't get into anything for under 600,000 in the other regions of other countries that speak English. So they're gonna blame COVID, of course, and that the Buddy added that the Nevada governor Steve Sisolakis ordered allowing open houses to resume throughout the state starting October 1st, as he's helping the local housing market and may prompt more homeowners to put their properties on the market. So are we going to see an oversupply in Nevada, in southern Nevada? No, it's actually going to shrink. The supply will shrink because they're going to play the supply and demand game just like everywhere else in the Commonwealth did. Now, so LVR reported 3,961 existing local homes, condos, and townhomes were sold during October compared to the same time last year. October sales were up 11.2%, from home sales up 9.5% for condos and townhomes. So 9.5%, you got to keep your eye on that because that's going to end up surpassing homes. Because what's going to happen is FOMO will start kicking in about summer of 2021. You'll see FOMO kick in, where people have the fear of missing out. And that's very popular. It happened all over the Commonwealth. Now, what's going to happen in America, it's very interesting, because they're going to start to see, obviously, condos sales surpass because it's cheaper inventory. For years, Southern Nevada made national news for riding the real estate roller coaster, with pre-recession home prices soaring to record highs and falling faster than almost anywhere else in the United States during the recession. But Blanchard said that the local housing market is now more in line with the rest of the country, with strong demand and dwindling supply driving up home prices. This is correct right here, dwindling supply. So they're going to keep doing this, guys. So this is the takeaways from this. This is what we take away from this article. The total value of real estate transactions tracked through the MLS during October was more than $1.3 billion for homes and nearly $1.49 million for condos, high-rise condos and townhomes compared to 1 year ago. Total sales values in October were up 29.6% for homes and 16.9% for condos. Again, condos are always going to lag behind, but eventually we'll start catching up. Condos will catch up and surpass detached homes. Homes are selling faster than they were last year at this time in October. 85.4% right there of all existing local homes and 81.4% of all existing local condos and townhomes sold within 60 days. That compares to 1 year ago, when 74.4% of existing local homes and 69.8% of existing local condos and townhomes sold within 60 days. Now, you're going to start to see the time on the market shrink. By summer of 2021, it would be less than 30 days. Who cares about the jobs? People are probably commenting, Mike, what about COVID and all the jobs? That does not matter. The rest of the world is on a rise. Everything's going up all over the world. Some condo markets are not doing well, but the whole world's on the rise. Watch my last trends in the housing market and understand what I'm trying to say here when it comes to the Commonwealth. People living in Nevada, watch out. It's going to be a very precarious situation next year. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, well then I'm sorry. I'll man up to it. I've been wrong before on the channel many times, and I've manned up to it. It happens. Don't take my advice because I don't know anything, but I'm telling you guys, I've been following this for almost a decade now, and we've been waiting for a correction in Canada for over a decade. And wages are so far off from basic cost of living that like people are resorting to eat cardboard now because it's getting so bad here in Canada and Australia and the UK and New Zealand. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Looking very forward to reading your comments. So unemployment won't play a fact in this. Like 80% of the country could be unemployed, and housing will still be going up. I know it doesn't jive. I know it doesn't work. But I'm gonna stick to my here for people living. If you're still watching this, so this is an article I put up the other day. We read the other day. I read it a few years ago, but I'm reading it again just so you guys can see. It's from 2017. A farmland in Richmond, BC, sells for more than 100 times the assessed value. There it is, right there for you guys to see. Property sells for $9.2 million despite being assessed at $85,000. So that's it. This is going to happen in any buildup you see. You'll start to see this issue happening all over the Commonwealth. And there it is right there. There's the farm. And that's sold, basically sold for 9.2 million bucks. And that made headlines around the world. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Is this coming to America or am I over exaggerating? I think it is. Comment below.